Hi, welcome to our TEDx podcast, where we talk to people who not only have ideas, they actually act them out. And with us is Karen Code. Karen has created something that's basically a new product in the art world, and it's called cocoa fiber art. Welcome. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, I was actually working on some of the other parts of the coconut palm tree that I've worked with. For instance, behind you there are two statues. That's cocoa and coconut. So if you notice, the features on the faces those features are made from the coconut dust.
Got it.
So I decided, okay, so if that works very well there, let me see how it works if I use it as a medium for painting. And so that was the beginning. I started using it as a medium for painting, and I've continued to use it as a medium for painting ever since.
We're here in Sandy Bay, by the way. This is a beautiful paradise. If you've never been to Roatan, what drew you to Roatan, and what drew you to helping people learn to make this art? Because that's what you're doing now.
Yeah, I came here to support a friend, and it was just such an amazing place. The people were friendly. The weather was perfect. I fell in love with the island. And after I started creating the art, I realized that I was making income from by recycling the natural resources of the land. And my feeling was, well, wait a minute, this could really help communities. This could be a source for empowerment, opportunities, and hope and jobs. And then I reached out to my NGO partner and said, let's see what we can do. And from there, we decided to start a women's empowerment program. And she and I go across the island, and we've gone to Punta Gorda, Oak Ridge, just all parts of the island. And we've done workshops, very successful workshops. Mm-hmm. And I've had women come to my home, and I've taught classes. And I do something very special with the program, where I ask the women to just do one phase of the work for me. When they do that phase, I pay them a bonus. And when the art is completed, and I've completed the actual painting is prepared to sell, and the art sells, and I give them a 20 or 30% of the sale. So we are recycling the resources, empowering communities and women, and just creating a pathway by just basically using the waste from the land. And it's just, it's amazing.
Well, it creates a unique texture. Now tell me about what is the reaction of the women you work with that you're teaching, and what is the reaction of the customer base that you find that likes this art?
The women are they're thrilled. They're absolutely thrilled, especially when they see one of the pieces that they've worked on and see what the finished product looks like. Because when they give it to me, it's basically a black and white painting.
Right.
I add the color, I add the art. And so they're thrilled and very happy, especially when they're ourselves. The public is just amazed. They see the textures, they touch it. And I find that people are really are textural. They love texture. And once they learn that it's from just the dust comes between from the husk, it amazes them.
What drives you?
I'm driven by, at this point in my life, having a purpose that influences other people, to make other people's lives better. In particular, where I have a resource that is absolutely just in abundance. And because it's in such an abundance, I'm able to help so many people and improve their lives and make an impact in their lives. So just waking up knowing that each day I have an opportunity to bring someone else into my program, someone else to be involved in my company, that I'm going to empower them in some way. It makes me happy.
So you've started off, you had a shop. It's no longer around. Are you planning on reopening and trying to find another art venue?
Yes. I opened a gallery, the first of its kind, and they had a complete body of work of everything that I create from the coconut palm tree, the paintings, the statues, the working with the other parts of the tree. And I did close that down because construction was coming in the area and it wasn't healthy for me to be there. But the future looks like, in the future, I'm definitely looking to open up another location. I'm also looking and excited about working with Soul and maybe Becca to actually bring young people into a program where the younger generations are able to understand that they have a potential for entrepreneurship by just using the resources from the land. So that's really exciting, and the future is. I'm just excited about the future for coconut fiber art.
What is the reaction of the women when they realize they can create art and they find that this could lead to making you could make a living? If you had time, you could spend all day working on art. You could probably find a place to sell it.
Absolutely. And the wonderful thing about us is that I keep adding new products to create from the coconut palm tree, earrings or coasters or just small things or small pictures. And they're able to do that sort of art without having a whole lot of art experience,
right?
You know, and a lot of them are excited about the opportunity to become an entrepreneur, even by maybe a program like Avon. Okay, here's the art. It's all done for you. All you need to do is sell it, and then you make a profit. Then you have your own own business. That's just something I've floated with that idea. But I'm looking to develop other opportunities for entrepreneurship for the women, and hopefully to bring other job opportunities to all different areas, because each process is it's a labor intensive process, and because it is labor intensive, it offers opportunities in different areas. So that's really. It's exciting. It's just exciting.
So you've come here from North America, and you know, in the United States, we have a lot of challenges. Education's a big one. Jobs is another one. Finding a skill that's going to be able to change your life is another one. And then you come here and you see that only times 10. There are many people who are very successful here. They may have been born into a family where education mattered. They were able to do that. But for a lot of these people in Roatan and in Honduras as a country, the mandatory education is 6th grade. So you're 12 years old and then you're put to work, you know, and while there probably are work laws here, they're typically not enforced, and the family's nobody's going to tell you, hey, you can't have your kid working to help make money for the family. That's just not going to happen. And so while it's well-meaning, learning a skill that you can develop over time is kind of difficult. The limited options. You offer some options. How do you feel about the ability to potentially change these lives?
It's really amazing, simply because it's so easy. It's really, really easy. It's easy, and it offers so many skills that are transferable. Whether it's in learning how to do digital design, whether it's learning how to just, even for the young kids, how to use certain tools that they've never used before. It is just broad. It's just amazingly broad how many things that I'm able to transfer to empowerment and opportunity just by using this coconut fiber art, and offering to teach it, to expand on the knowledge and allow the experimentation and the growth. It's all doable.
Yeah.
And that's what's excitable. It is all doable. Opportunities are abundant, such as the resource. And so, being able and to tap into that and to grow and to develop that as a basis for economic, empowerment and, learning, educational, using art education as
Sure.
a tool. It's magnificent.
Because the material is abundant, because it's a waste product, it falls off the coconut trees. It's going to get burned or tossed or taken to the dump, or it's just going to decompose. But the one thing about the fiber is that the coconut fiber doesn't break down. It takes a long, long time.
Long time.
And so there is this material that people can use to create things with, which means they're not having to buy it, which makes the barrier to entry really low.
Yes.
Maybe the right tools, cutting tools, scraping tools, crushing tools. But after they see this, it's really gotta make them go, wow, I didn't know you can do that.
And you know what it is once I remove the dust from between the husk, the dust is it's just basically an application.
Right.
You lay the glue or whatever you need for adhesive.
Yeah.
And you dust and you cover that and you cover even your recycled wood that's just everywhere.
Right.
That's wood just tossed like waste.
Right.
Recovering that wood, applying the dust to that wood and creating art by just adding a color and being able to sell that art, because even tourists are so excited about just the textures. It's just amazing opportunity. And the cost effectiveness. Oh.
Now at the TEDx conference, what are you going to talk about?
I will be talking about coconut fiber art, how it is a natural resource that's waste material, and the benefit of using that for empowerment, for women's empowerment, for empowerment, for basically the island, economic empowerment.
Right.
And how the impact of that is just getting started. And having that knowledge, putting that knowledge out there where before this waste, or what you call waste, or what you call garbage, or what you just call dirt, that's all opportunity.
It's all
opportunity.
Once somebody shows you the way,
yes, sir.
The teach a man to fish is a pretty good example.
Yes.
When you learn how to do something, if you run with it, you can change your life.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need somebody to go, hey, you have the skill. So Karen, thanks for speaking with us this morning, and we appreciate it. We look forward to talking with you more and seeing your presentation at TEDxRoatán.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been exciting to tell whoever wants to listen, whoever wants to hear that this is an opportunity of a lifetime. It's just laying there waiting.
Thank you.
You're welcome.